In today's video, we're gonna take a look at some new Blender add-ons that you probably missed, covering procedural modeling, decals, creating UVs, and much more. Without further ado, let's jump right into it. Beginning with Procedural Clouds. This add-on is actually promising to make populating scenes with realistic clouds as easy as it can get. The add-on allows you to create real-world clouds with high customizability. You have, for example, a collection of more than 60 cloud presets, stuff like cirrus, stars, stratus, smoke trails, haze, etc. And everything can be adjusted in size, shape, density, height, noise, scale, you know. You also have some sky presets, which comes in handy when you don't have time for manual placement. Just drop a sky preset that fits your environment, customize it, and you are good to go. The fact that this add-on runs on geometry nodes actually makes it possible to edit pretty much any parameter. For example, you can flatten, spread, and twist any cloud type. And the add-on also offers starting presets, which is made for those who want to start from scratch, and a fast preview mode so you can keep your project optimized in the viewport. I also forgot to mention that all the clouds come with wind animation, so you don't have to worry about that. On the other hand, Scene Enrichener does exactly what it says. It allows you to make simple 3D scenes and fill it with all types of debris and trash. Honestly, this part is one of the most important steps in making a realistic environment, yet it can get pretty boring quickly. So with this add-on, you can select your objects collection to avoid clipping, pick a preset and that's it. It all automatically scatters debris in your scene while avoiding the objects that you already have in the scene. To my understanding, it uses an ambient occlusion mask to determine where the objects are, but you have other features in the optimization side of things. The add-on can replace all the debris elements with proxies, and you can turn on camera culling. The add-on also offers many settings that you can adjust to change how the debris are scattered, like the ray length, noise scale, etc. But you can also automatically paint where you want it to be scattered, and you can even use an attractor object so the debris can follow it around the scene. And Mesh Weaver is one of those self-explanatory add-ons. You just select a mesh and convert it into weaves while preserving the shape. It comes with profiles that can fit different use cases, but you can always tweak some parameters to change how the weaves look, like the thickness, width, count and offset, and so on. The weaves also comes with their own material, which you can randomize to get more realistic results. Even though it is a pretty niche add-on, the way it works and how polished the results are makes it worth talking about. I mean, it even has border braid, and I bet you can make some interesting looking furniture or even hats using it. Now, in the modeling side of things, Chisel brings a new approach in modeling using SDF, or signed distance fields, which is a new way to represent 3D shapes mathematically, rather than using a traditional mesh of triangles. So shapes are pretty smooth at any resolution. Booleans bend seamlessly, and on top of that, you can see the results in real time through a built-in ray marching renderer that comes with the add-on. You also have a bunch of SDF primitives that match those you usually find in mesh modeling, and there are also some modifiers like different Boolean operations, Solidify, Mirror, and these are all non-destructive, just like those in traditional mesh modeling, even though the number of operations you can do with these primitives is kinda limited. The concept is promising, and the fact that seeing how Boolean's operations give smooth results compared to classic Boolean makes it even more interesting. Luckily, you can convert these SDF shapes into polygonal meshes anytime, and the baking system is much faster since it calculates the normals analytically from the distance field. And if you're tired of scrolling through the M panel, Lazy3D Addons Hub may be the answer to your problems. It is basically a free add-on that helps you navigate the M panel the way that you want to, because it comes with a fast navigation hub that allows you to search for add-ons by name rather than by going through the clutter of the M panel. You can also search by module, description, version, or tab. The hub also offers grouping, pinning, and adding custom categories to your add-ons. And one feature that I personally enjoyed is the recent add-ons tab. Usually, when you work with the add-on, which you installed a while ago, you won't have to scroll through the whole panel to change the setting, but with this add-on, you can easily access the last 5 add-ons that you have been using, which is really convenient, and there are much more features that you can check out for yourself. On the other hand, Craftsman Cabinet Creator is all about creating and customizing your cabinet from scratch. I mean, it is so good for ArchViz artists who are looking for fast and easy solutions to craft the exact cabinet their clients want. You can literally customize anything that comes to your mind, I mean in the cabinet. You can add shelves, side panels, drawers and so on, and even a one-click edge finishing with optimized bevel settings. And here's the thing, you don't have to worry about UVs anymore because you're going to find sliders in the Addons UI to adjust the UVs, so there is no ugly stretch with textures. Procedural Coral, as the name suggests, allows you to generate coral and other wordsy plants just by moving some sliders in the modifier stack. The addon comes with 7 ready coral and miscellaneous underwater structures that have geometry node trees. You can start with one of them and keep tweaking the sliders until you have a limited amount of variations. It also comes with some animated sea urchins, kelp, and even caustic lights. So you have everything you need to make your underwater environments vibrant and alive. Now we're gonna talk about physical fog, which is a really good add-on for creating all kinds of fog like mist, haze, ground fog, and so on. The first time you open the add-on, you will be greeted with 3 types of fog that you can work with, which are autofog, fog planes, and physical volume. Autofog creates a fog domain around your objects. There is even a layering system, so you can add fog layers on top of each other. Say for example add background mist plus some ground fog moving with the wind effects plus some atmosphere fog, and it comes with many presets, and you can tweak the fog shader the way that you want with handy sliders in the Addons UI. Number 2, you have fog planes, which is a library of customizable animated fog planes that you can quickly add to your scene. And lastly, physical volume adds a geometry node based system that simulates fog behavior with many sliders to adjust how the volume behaves, in addition to dynamic interaction with objects. And that's not it. There are other types of fog that you can activate, like photorealistic volume, and this mode is for beefy GPUs that makes your render realism go to the next level if you can afford it. Next, I want to talk about Decal Flow. This one is a great add-on for quickly and precisely adding decals to your objects. And here's the thing, you can create meshes from images and project planar meshes on your objects. It offers 2 ways to align your decal to your object, face normal and view direction. From the add-on UI, you can change the shrink wrap offset and add subdivision to your decal so it snaps to detail objects without problems. You will also find toggle to apply modifiers the moment you place your decal. This helps you keep your scene fast and responsive. One other toggle is the copy origin. On the fly, you can snap your decal origin to the object origin, which sounds really easy. This is really useful if you want to add a mirror modifier to your decal later, and it also keeps everything nice and clean too. What makes the add-on different from the other decal add-ons is the draw decal mode. So once you enter this mode, you can hold the mouse and drag on the mouse to create your decal the size that you want, and there's also some handy shortcuts to rotate and snap your decal. Now with Solidify Plus, it works like any other Blender modifier. After installation, you can find it in the modifier drop-down list, and it gives you control over which areas the mesh should have sharp edges. And with the new 1.3 update, it actually improves normals to ensure clean and accurate shading on solidified meshes, and it introduces strip UVs, ideal for materials like plywood or corrugated clipboard, where the side faces need a distinct texture. It also includes precise merging, which is especially helpful when adding thickness to clothing or some thin surfaces. Last but not least, I'm gonna talk about the new update of the M-Panel Subtabs add-on. The add-on helps you organize and manage the M-Panel that is located in the 3D view, or the image editor or node editor. Simply, it allows you to select some specific add-ons that you want to work with in the M-Panel. You can either activate all the add-ons panel above each other, or quickly open and close add-ons according to your needs. And in the new update, you have some quality of life features, like the option to hide or highlight the already assigned tabs when searching. They also added a column to show the tab the add-on came from in the search box. And there you have it, guys. If you are interested in these add-ons, you will find all the necessary links in the description. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.